Hello, and welcome to this attempted reading
Tasty.
of what will probably be the end of us. I mean, this thing is 19 parts long, I think we said, so
Tasty.
I'm going to end up regretting this. I mean, this is like the first episode, so I assume we should assign names to ourselves, or just hang as nameless voices.
We'll call you the one with the face.
I am Face Man.
The bald
Master of Face.
I'm just going to call you the bald one.
Well, my little stickman thing that's in like the video image is bald, I suppose. Jude's is the one with the hair. I'm the one with the glasses. Yeah, I didn't have the ears. I don't know.
Maybe we should put name tags on us.
Yeah. Might add that later on. Anyway, the
Massive name tags.
the magnum opus and a masterpiece we're reading today is To the Moon and Back, a Doctor Who fanfiction by Mr. or rather Mrs. Fly Intentions. So, I think we'll have... Yeah, Jude's going to start reading, I'll do the voices. So, Chapter 1, The Man and His Box.
I closed my laptop, sighing and rubbing my face. I needed to get outside. I've been
You don't need to lean in so close to the microphone. You're like you're doing some weird...
Welcome to this ASMR video.
or something.
Yes. Anyway, I've been cooped up inside my house for 2 days.
Oh, woe is you.
Well, so much as a breath of the world outside my bedroom window.
Sorry, I just want to point out...
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and also... Surely if you've been inside for 2 days, you would have, like, opened the fucking window. I mean, I'd do that. I stay inside for longer than that.
I took my head and...
Shook you.
Oh, I
Shook.
took my head off the, table.
I removed my head from my shoulders. I was a headless horseman.
I stood up, changing out of my pajamas and putting on my shoes. You walk down naked in your shoes.
Yeah, just no clothes apart from your shoes, and you're wearing your shoes in the house, so it's doubly weird. Apparently that's a thing Americans do, I don't know.
I don't care if it was summer. This wasn't healthy.
I knew it was wrong, but it felt so right.
I bounded down the stairs, grabbing my earbuds from the... I don't think they call them earbuds. I think that's what you clean out your ear with.
Yeah, I don't know many people call them earbuds.
I think they're called earphones.
Yeah.
You know, phones.
I mean, I'm sure they sell them as earbuds, but you know.
Yeah. Grabbing my earbuds from the dish on the table in the entryway.
What should I do? Mom, I'm going for a walk.
I called out.
Okay, have fun, honey.
I've been smoking a pack of cigarettes for about 40 years.
He has a chain smoking mother.
Oh,
I think
my mom called from her office.
I'm definitely doing the burn voice for the girl. Honestly, any excuse to do that impression.
I tapped away on my phone and put my earbuds in. My ears soon filling with music.
Sorry, how do you fill your ears? Is that,
You're
I'm not
probably
asking.
gonna get tinnitus.
Don't want to think about that. Yeah, listening to earphones too much can actually be really awful for your ears.
That's why I have headphones.
Yeah,
I walked down my driveway, started down the sidewalk, my head bobbing to the beat.
I'm sorry, I've just got this image.
Crawling in my skin.
Yeah, I've got this image of a naked teenage girl wearing only shoes, walking along, like, sort of dancing to the beat, while passers-by
Crawling
looking
in my skin.
Yeah, and she's got, like, an emo fringe, and she's sort of, like...
Probably has.
Yeah, she's sort of bobbing up and down and moonwalking along the pavement. Oh.
I walked further and further away from my house until I got to a small grassy area. The kids in the neighborhood like to play something. They liked to play grass.
Sorry. Do you mean like to play in?
Or on the grass.
Yeah, that makes... No, they like to play the grass. It's an instrument.
I sat down on one of the benches and looked at the patches of flowers blossoming around me. So they take, about 4 months, maybe they're all fully grown.
but they immediately blossom all around you like you're some sort of flower child.
Yeah, it just gives that image of sudden instant blossoming flowers.
Ooh. Tasty. Anyway. A little while later, I sensed someone sit down beside me.
Ooh.
And I looked to my left to see a strange man in a tweed suit and bow tie sitting next to me, fiddling with a handheld machine of some kind.
You know, audience, I wonder who the fuck that is.
You know, okay, let's get
Real
this image.
mystery.
Right. So this teenage girl, naked, dancing with only shoes on, listening to "Crawling in My Skin" with flowers blossoming around her like a flower child.
Because she's so fucking special.
With a strange man in a tweed suit and bow tie sitting next to her.
I mean,
next to her, fiddling with a handheld machine.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't really trust a man wearing a tweed jacket and a bow tie. Just saying. Anyway, come on.
It's probably a paedophile.
Really?
I paused my music and steadily observed what he was
Maximum
doing.
stealth.
And what he was doing out of the corner of my eye. I know you are watching me.
Wait, no, what voice should we do for Matt Smith?
Oh, you just do it.
I know you're watching me.
He surprised me by saying a few minutes later, not looking up from his work. I pretended not to notice he said anything.
I saw you turn off. It turns into the Bane impression. That's my problem. I'll make it. I will make him. I saw you turn off your music a while ago. You can stop pretending.
I let out a sigh of defeat, and he chuckled.
There's nothing creepier than Matt Smith chuckling whilst doing anything.
Yeah, he manages an evil chuckle far too easily.
Yeah, it's like in that fan fiction with the Dr. X Clara. He chuckled as he was doing it, which made it even creepier.
Yeah. What is that?
I asked curiously. I asked curiously. They're doing that later, looking at the machine he was working on.
It's my timey-wimey detector.
He answered.
It's your what?
His penis. I asked, eyeing him.
It helps me detect if anything strange is nearby. I mean, honestly, even by his normal definitions of timey-wimey detector, that's crap. I think I found something.
I said, tapping his bow tie.
Hey, bow ties are cool.
He said, adjusting his bow tie.
I notice bow tie is one word when it shouldn't be. It's two words.
I laughed. I always see it as one word.
I always thought it was two words. Anyway.
We've still got Insane Clown Posse in the tab.
God. Yeah, I've got some...
Magnets, how do they work?
No, it's...
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
I've got some really weird tabs open. Anyway, come on. He's pulling a small device out of his pocket.
Fan fiction.
Hey, it's research purposes. Yep.
He pulled out another small device out of his jacket.
I thought it was 14 inches long and 4 inches wide.
Oh no. The worst part is people listening won't even understand what the hell we're talking about. And I tell you now, viewers, you are glad you don't understand what we're talking about.
The girth is truly incredible.
Oh,
Longer
no.
than a subway foot long.
No, please don't. Just please read. I don't want to think about that.
Oh. We paused to watch that, to read that in between the rings of Akaten. That was fun. The green tip lit up. Oh, God! This is making it really easy for me.
Just don't think about dicks, alright?
It's a fan fiction. It's what you're meant to do.
I know it's hard, but try.
Oh, it certainly is.
You bastard. Come on, let's just get through this bit.
The green tip lit up a bit, and the device made a slight buzzing. This is too easy.
Can we please just get through the phallic imagery?
The detector suddenly came to life, whirring and lighting up, much to the man's delight. Oh, God! See, nothing
a sonic screwdriver can't fix. My voice keeps changing for him, I can't.
He flipping the device. He flipping the device.
He flipping the device? What is that? Do you English?
He flipping the device in his hand and putting it back into his jacket pocket. I opened my mouth to ask what that was, but I decided against it and closed it.
So what's your name?
He asked, turning to look at me in the eyes.
Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Turning to look at me in the eyes. Anyway.
I was caught off guard by the question. Usually people who meet you in the park don't ask about. They normally try to rape you if that's what you imply.
Yeah, people you meet in the park generally won't ask your name unless like your dogs like each other or something.
Yeah. He stared at me Jesus! Intensely.
You are you are seeing some meanings here.
Yeah. I'm Mirabella.
No, I cleared my throat.
I cleared my throat.
I'm Mirabelle, but nobody calls me that. Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask.
That's the most emo name possible.
Mirabelle is pretty damn emo. It's crawled in the skin.
He looked up at me, his left eyebrow raised slightly. Gee, this is...
I think you're reading into this. Okay.
How?
What do people call you then?
He asked.
Bella.
I'm going to replace Bella with Bane. I'm going to assume this is fucking Tom Hardy.
Bane.
I replied. He smiled at me.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Bane.
So what's your name?
I asked him. His face changed slightly, as if he was trying to add dramatic effect.
Your pods. I'm the doctor.
He said, a smile playing on his lips.
You seriously expect me to believe your name is the Doctor?
I asked incredulously.
Well, you better believe it, boy.
He said, a smile stretching across his face. That's not the only thing that's stretched across his body.
Smiles don't stretch, just saying. Oh, the machine is buzzing and vibrating.
The machine buzzed and vibrated in his hand. And he
Machine
looked down
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, God. His eyebrows crinkling in concern.
Crinkle, crinkle. Well, that's not good.
He said, standing up.
What is it?
That wasn't the only thing that stood up. I asked him, looking cautiously at the machine.
No, just very bad readings.
He muttered, whapping the machine with his hand.
Whapping! Whapping! Sorry, that is not a word! Do you either mean whacking or you mean fapping? One of which has... Whapping!
Whacking. Either way.
He's whacking it. Just read on, okay? Keep reading.
Whapping the machine with his hand. Only causing it to buzz louder. Oh no! It's gonna blow! He looked around and his eyes widened when he saw something behind me.
Bella, I want you to stand up. Don't look behind you.
He said, slowly his eyes not me. Wait a sec. She's still naked in her shoes, isn't she?
Oh, she's either naked wearing girly shoes and that's an emo fringe, or she's fucking Tom Hardy. I can't decide which is funnier.
Both.
What? Is something wrong? What is it?
I asked, suddenly worried.
I want you to take a few steps towards me. There's a good girl.
That's some pedo talk right there.
Yeah, this is sounding actually... I'm not having the same stuff as you, but I would not trust this guy if I met him in a park.
If it was actually Matt Smith, you know, I kind of...
I mean, it was Matt Smith in person, but like without the context of having watched Doctor Who, this would be seriously weird.
Yeah. He reached down and grabbed my hand. I looked up at him, surprised.
No, I've got to do this, because it's his catchphrase.
Run! That's not his catchphrase.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, it is. Come on, it's basically some...
He whispered.
He runs everywhere. He's running, and he's been running.
It's like
running, Stephen.
It's like how they tried to make David Tennant's catchphrase Alonzi, even though they only introduced that in like midnight, one of the final episodes.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. He whispered, taking off down the sidewalk,
Definitely
pulling
American.
me along with him.
Where are we going?
I called after him, trying to keep up with him so my arm would be pulled out of its socket.
Just trust me and don't look behind. Okay, now I'm gonna go creepy pedo voice because that's what he's sounding like. Just trust me and don't look behind you.
Because he's behind you. He's gonna get you from behind.
He's gonna get you.
It's not gonna be hard. You make it.
Yeah.
He responded, our feet pounding on the sidewalk.
Subtext.
We turned a corner and saw an old blue police box, like the kind you'd see in old English movies. He stopped in front of it, pushing open one of the doors and letting go of my hand. Get in.
No. Get in.
He said, looking behind us frantically.
What? I'm not going in there with you. What matters is our plan.
I said. He rolled his eyes, shoving me inside.
Okay, definitely pedo behaviour.
I was surprised when I fell forwards but didn't hit my head on the other side of the box. I felt him slip past me.
Slip past. Past as in past tense of past. Not P-A-S-T. Past. P-A-S-S-E-D. The fuck is this?
Right. And the doors closing behind me. He reached
a tense swap as well.
And helped me up, smiling at me slightly. Sorry about... Oh, go on.
Sorry about that. I didn't expect you to fall.
It sounds like he's been on a sex tour of Nigeria.
he's a weird, creepy mouth breathing guy. He's like a fat neck beard. He's covered in Cheetos.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, that was a bit weird.
Yeah. The room we were in was massive. Much too big to be inside that tiny box.
Okay, yes, we get it.
Shall we just skip this bit? Cause
okay, yeah, it's...
Let's get to the bigger on the inside.
It's all as follows. Right, that's the description of the TARDIS. Then it's basically...
Go for what is it?
Okay, we've got some dialogue too. What is it?
I asked, spinning in a slow circle, trying to take it all in.
It's called a TARDIS. It stands for time and relative dimensions in space.
He answered, walking over to the console and stroking it.
Yeah. So it's a spaceship.
I asked.
It's a time-traveling spaceship.
The console whirred loudly.
Sorry, she's a time-traveling spaceship.
Got to get those pronouns right.
Oh, don't assume the TARDIS is gender. No her pronouns. Jesus. Where'd you get it?
I asked, walking over and standing by him, by the console. He smirked and wiggled his eyebrows.
I stole her. Oh God! Oh, I'm sorry. I can't say that in the brain voice without breaking character now. So I'm just gonna have to say, "Ooh, you bad boy."
No, I'll do it.
Oh, you bad boy.
I said, smirking and laughing with it.
Where'd you steal it from?
The smirk vanished from his face and clenched and unclenched his hands, rubbing them together while slowly walking around
Give your meat a good rub.
Walking around the console.
Well, that's where it gets complicated. I'm not exactly a human.
He said, looking at me, waiting for my reaction video.
Well, I'm
14-minute reaction video to the thing without saying anything.
Oh God. Well, and what are you?
Oh, I asked, confused. I mean, he looked human for the most part. That 14 inches couldn't be human.
I'm a Time Lord from Gallifrey. I've got 2 hearts, and I can regenerate if fatally wounded. Original character, no stealing.
Yeah, of course it's original. They've haven't done Time Lord in 2 words. It's 1 word now.
Yeah, no, this is actually not the Doctor. It's his OC Time Lord, who's just the best person ever.
I eyed him, pursing my lips and squinting my eyes.
Eyed isn't a verb. So let me get this straight.
I said, resting my hands on the console, looking at him in the eye.
I was just kidnapped by a humanoid alien that has 2 hearts and taken to a time-traveling spaceship to supposedly protect it from an enemy I'm not even allowed to look at. I think I'm in for some tentacle rape.
He scrunched up his face, thinking for a second before replying.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I jumped when I suddenly heard a loud BAM!
Bam!
Against the door. That's not the only thing I'll create a large BAM.
And that would be the enemy you're not allowed to look at.
He said, running around the console, flipping his switches and pushing his buttons.
Hold on.
He said, his hand gripping a lever. He flipping the lever.
He flipping the lever. Fuck me.
And the room started shaking, and I had to grab the console to prevent being thrown to the side.
Geronimo.
Oh, go right in, he shouted. No, he didn't say that. I don't think. You never know.
Right, shall we continue to the next part?
You're going to click on Facebook.
Oh yeah, like you try to highlight something here to point out how stupid it is, and it immediately goes to Facebook. I mean, that is
Tasty.
stupid. I mean, okay, so that was kind of crap so far, and that's the first part. That's taken us 20 fucking minutes to get through the first part. So we're not going to finish
20
this.
times 19.
I don't want to think about how much that is. It's a lot. It's like 400 minutes. So
6 hours 20 minutes.
yeah, and as much as I want to start this series with an epic, I'm not going to. So I think that ends this first episode with that crap. I think we'll probably read a couple more parts of this before losing faith in humanity and committing ritualistic suicide.